What's up, guys? Echo036, and come back at you with some flea market finds and some yard sale finds. Hope everybody's having a great success out there with your finds. And so I'm gonna just get right to it. There's a lot of stuff to cover here. My neighbor was having a yard sale across the street from me, so I was gonna go get the mail, and I saw he had a bunch of things set up. So he has like little kids, so I really wasn't expecting much, but he did have some PlayStation 2 games. And he told me, when I saw the stack, I was like, hey, how much for your games? He said, well, just, at first, he told us, hey, how much for the games? And his son's like, well, I think it was going to charge me a little bit more. He's like, $1 each, man. Just take them for $1 each. So I went out and just picked all of them up from the yard sale. And so I didn't have any more cash. He did have like a DJ Hero for the PlayStation 2, but I didn't have any more cash on me. So I just bought as many games as I could. So here we go. Here are the games. Most of these come from GameStop, and you can tell from these dumb stickers that they put on there. Sometimes they put like one's okay, but when they put like 3 or 4, it's really a hassle. Motocross Mania, and like you see right here, they put one, they put another one right there, another one back here. To me, that's excessive. Just all you need is one. I mean, how many barcodes do you really need? So there we go. Sorry when I found a little rant there, but there's a Motocross Mania 3. This one was in there. It's not a video game, but for $1, I couldn't pass it up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I mean, you gotta pick this up for $1. I mean, it's a classic right there. Kingdom Hearts 2. Simpsons Road Rage. Simpsons Hit and Run. Scarface, The World Is Yours. And some of them just have the disc in there, like this one, Acme Arsenal. It just has a disc in there. Some of them do have the actual manual, like Kingdom Hearts and Scarface. But Acme Arsenal, I think this is like you go around and try to shoot other. You just try to go around and shoot things, but they're like Warner Brothers characters. Sonic plus the Mega Collection. It was real cool to find this for the PlayStation 2. Like I said, he had a stack of them. Let me just put these down real quick. He had a stack of them. So Robotech. Some of these I wasn't really too interested in, but it was just $1. So again, the stickers everywhere. Shinobi. Lego Star Wars. And this one had the dumb generic case on there for the PlayStation 2, but it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the game. I have to get a box for it, box and manual. They got Transformers, the game. I don't like games based off of movies. Usually they're not that good, but for $1, it might be some fun just to put it in there. And these I got at the flea market. The guy gave me 4 for $10. He had a whole bunch of GameCube games, and he gave me these 4 for $10. So this one's Mario Power Tennis, and as you can see right here, it's messed up. It's got some junk on there. I had to switch out the case. Mario Party 7. These are from the flea market again, and this one I don't really have an interest in the game, but I picked it up because it looks like a variant, like some kind of variant for the GameCube. So I just picked it up to see if anybody use it as trade or something. Resident Evil 4. It's the preview disc. It includes a playable demo, and it's not for resale. So that's the only reason I picked it up. It had that not for resale on there. Again, I just picked it up because it was interesting. This one interested me the most, the Luigi's Mansion. So pretty cool to get those 4 for $10. I mean, it was worth it to me. And I went. Let's see. I went to the flea market. I went out of town, and I went to actually Alex Demoted's flea market. And in case you don't know, he has a YouTube channel, Alex Demoted, or Signal Never Fades. And I went out there. He was at the Classic Gaming Expo, so he wasn't going to be there. So I took a trip down to his flea market. I was down in Del Rio visiting some family, and I picked up 3 games. I normally don't pay $5 for games, but he was giving me a deal on one of the games. He wasn't giving me a deal intentionally. He just kind of, I guess he just thought, like, hey, this is how much it's worth. $5 for these 2 NES games, Tiny Toon Adventures and the 10-Gen Pac-Man. And like I said, I normally pay like $3, you know, for each game, but since he was giving me this game for $10, it was fine. Mario Party 1. So now I got Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 for the 64. But since he was giving me this for $10, I didn't mind paying $5, you know, for both of these. So it's $20. At another booth, I got a I got a Wavebird. It doesn't have the receiver, but it was just a controller for $1. For $1, I mean, I couldn't pass it up. So, and let's see, at my flea market, I picked up these 2 games. I believe I paid $3 for these. That's Swords and Serpents. I didn't have this game. And Elevator Action. So picked up both of these and put these down. And let's see, at my flea market as well, I got a dog bone controller, and this was for $1. And it was, the funny thing is, this was in a bin. You know, he had everything laid out, and in the bin he had like one of those Super Joy. It looks like Nintendo 64, but it's like a Nintendo with like supposedly 700 games. So it was in the bin just by itself, just laying at the very corner. And on the other corner was this. It was face down. It was face down, and so I thought it was just a knockoff controller for the little system, and like an extra controller, because I haven't never really seen a dog bone close up. So when I reached in there, I said, you know, I'll just turn around. Just, you know, you never leave you know, any stone unturned. So I picked it up and I flipped it over, and to my surprise it was a dog bone. And so you know, automatically right there, you know, I got pretty excited. So I told the guy, I was like, hey, how much for a controller? He goes, hey bro, I'll tell you what, just give me $1 for it. And so I was like, cool. So I just gave him $1 for it. So $1 is an actual official dog bone controller. So at another booth, I got a Mario Paint mouse. It was $5. He wouldn't go any lower, but you know, I've never really run across one of these. So Mario Pad mouse for $5. And I also got at the flea market a Miss Pac-Man. These flea market finds are about 3 or 4 weeks. Just accumulation of different things. I didn't find these like all in one trip, so it just like I found like 2 or 3 items here and there, and then the next week I found like 5 or 4 items. So this is just an accumulation. I don't want to just have a pickup video with just a couple of things in there. I found a Mrs. Pac-Man plug and play. I had the Pac-Man one, and I gave it away, and I really didn't want it. Just somebody really wanted to play Pac-Man. One of my wife's friends, she wanted to really play Pac-Man, so I had one, and I said, you could tell her she could just have it, because she wanted to borrow it, and I was like, she could just have it. But I found a Miss Pac-Man one. I never seen the Miss Pac-Man one, and this one I got it for $1. The lady was like, just give me $1 for it, so I didn't mind paying that. And I did a wait, one more thing. I went to the flea market. This was this past weekend. I went to the flea market. I got me a Game Boy Color. It doesn't have the back to it, but you know, she gave it to me for like $4. And then she also, at her booth, she gave me this Zelda Link's Awakening for $4. Well, she gave me both of these for $8, so wasn't too bad. And on the same day at the flea market, I found 2 games, and they were for the N64. And she had a Mario Kart. She has some other Mario games, and she was like, the Mario games are $15. She was, the rest of these are, you know, $4. And so out of the $4 stack, I got a Snowboard Kids 2, and this one I'm just using it for trade because I've heard a lot of people like looking for this game. So Snowboard Kids 2. So I got this one for $4. And Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, I'm not a Pokemon fan or anything, but you know, I do know that people out there look for these, and you know, I can use them in a trade or something. I can use them in a trade or whatever I want with them. But for $8 for both of these, you know, that really wasn't bad. And in another booth, I got Soul Calibur, and I got it for $10, which was pretty good. I mean, you know, despite, you know, you probably get on, you might find it on eBay for a little bit, just around there, but you still have to pay shipping fees and everything. But for $10, the disc is in really great condition. I've always wanted the Soul Calibur game. It does have because it does have Darth Vader in it as a playable character. So Soul Calibur. I haven't been following the Soul Calibur series for a long time, so it's interesting to play this one for the PlayStation 3. I did a buy. Some guy was posting stuff on Nintendo Age, and I did pick up some games. I picked up. He sold me the whole stack. He sold it to me for I believe it was $50, but it wasn't bad because there were some titles in here that are worth like $15. So I got Safari and Letterland, Mickey Safari and Letterland, Tiny Toon Adventures 2. That's funny because I found Tiny Toon Adventures 1 at the flea market, so now I got both of them. And this one's pretty uncommon. It's Formula 1 Built to Win. I didn't know that until like he told me. He's like, yeah, one of these is uncommon. That one's pretty uncommon, so I did look it up and he was right. I got Snake Rattle and Roll. I didn't have this one either. These were all titles I did not have. Wheel of Fortune featuring Vanna White. And Frankenstein the Monster Returns, and this is a pretty uncommon game as well. This Frankenstein game. At the flea market also, I was looking through a pile. It was just a pile of toys, and I see this tarp and has all these toys. So I'm digging through there, and I find a couple of things in there. One was these two little Pac-Man ghosts. They go to a set of like where you throw the ball and try to knock over the ghost. They were like they were packaged in Wendy's kids meals. So I got these two and this Pac-Man that was also Wendy's kids meal toy. I got these two for $1, and also for $1 what she gave me was, and I started looking at this and I'm like, this is old. I know it is just because of the stickers it has, and it is a Generation 1 Transformer. Let me get a little bit closer here. And this is I believe his name is Highbrow, and the gun, it doesn't have the other gun on here, and he is missing one blade over here, but he does have 3 blades right here on the other one. And actually what I noticed was whenever I got this comes off and it becomes a robot as well. And looking at this, I had to search YouTube and see who he was. So I managed to do some digging around through the net, and then found some a YouTuber who actually did a review on this, and I looked it up on eBay, and it goes for a pretty penny because it is a Generation 1. I don't know if it's like uncommon, because I see a lot of people are missing the head or missing this gun, and I think I saw the gun go for like $9, and the head I seen people selling it for like $15. So he is, like I said, even though he has that one broken blade, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't know if I'm going to put him up on eBay and then buy me an uncommon game for Nintendo, but for $1, I mean, it was pretty cool. Like I said, the stickers were a dead giveaway. Just these old stickers right here, those were a dead giveaway that it was a Generation 1. I'm not much of a Transformers collector. I do think Generation 1 Transformers look awesome. I think they look amazing. I love Generation 1 Transformers. But this was really cool to find for $1. Alright, enough of the Transformer. I did knock down some 3's. I finally started knocking down by doing trades. I bought some. I did some trades. I bought some Nintendo Age members sold me some games, and so I was telling you I was struggling with the 3's. I really needed some 3's to knock out to complete the series. And first one, I got these in the mail actually. I got these packages in the mail. So the first one was Ikari Warriors 3. Someone sold it to me for $8 shipped, so that wasn't bad. $8 shipped is not bad at all for Ikari Warriors 3. Sorry, my dog's over there messing with something. Next up, I got this game, and I had a copy of Harvest Moon, and it's Harvest Moon 64, and someone out there wanted it, and they said, "Hey, I'm trying to complete my Nintendo 64 collection," and I had a copy of it. It's a pretty uncommon copy, uncommon to see Harvest Moon Nintendo 64. I had bought one, but I was never gonna play it. I didn't really need it. I don't really collect for Nintendo 64. So he, had a list of things he had, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, let's do it. Let's trade it. I had paid like $5 for Nintendo for that Harvest Moon 64, and I traded it for this game, Ninja Gaiden 3. And this one had eluded me for a while. I could not find it, and on eBay it was so expensive on eBay. But he sold it to me. He traded it for me for Harvest Moon 64. I did not have a problem trading that, because like I said, if he needs it more and I need this more, so pretty fair trade. And another Nintendo Age member actually lives here about 15 minutes away. He lives in Euless, and we actually met up, and because I commented on one of the threads like, hey, I need Dragon Warrior 3. And so he was like, I got a copy. And at first I thought he was going to say, I want $40 for it. But he was like, I got it in a box with a bunch of other stuff. He goes, I already have a box copy of it, but it's all that you have for 20. And for 20, that's a really good deal. Dragon Warrior 3. So now I have Dragon Warrior 1, 2, 3, and 4. So really, really awesome to finally get this. For 20 bucks, like I said, I would pay 20 bucks for this, all over again. So it was 20 bucks for that. At a booth at the flea market, I'm going back to some flea market finds. I have some things down here. Paperboy for the Game Boy for $2, so not bad on there. At that same booth, it was this guy gave me both of these for $5. It's Dr. Mario and Akari Warriors 2. I already have both of these games, so if anybody wants to do a cart for cart, let me know. So, and I got another 3, and this one, someone from YouTube actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got some stuff for trade," and I saw this game, and I said, "Well, I do have an RPG game. I got Legend of the Dragoon, Black Label. I'm never gonna play it." I was like, I just bought it just to see if I can, ever trade it off something for something I need. And again, sometimes you pick up things just for the sake of, trading. And he did send it to me, and so I got this game, Adventure Island 3. So, I mean, all these 3s, it was awesome just to get, knocking down some 3s, So here we go, Adventure Island 3. Now I have Adventure Island 1, 2, and 3. So pretty awesome milestones here. I feel great just picking up, some of the 3s, because for a while I had them on my list, and it's like this 3's missing, that 3's missing, that 3's missing. So it's pretty cool just to knock them all out just like that. So, but that's it, guys. That's all I had. That's all I have for today. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for kind of being patient and waiting to upload a video. But I hope you guys keep finding things out there. Hope you guys have some have some great finds to show me. If you have pickups video that that you guys put up, let me know. A lot of times I just don't know who's commenting on there, so just let me know. I always like to see some good pickup videos. Like I have already seen some other people that I'm subscribed to. I'm starting to click on their names and stuff and start looking at their videos. So just keep it up, guys. Keep up going out there and just looking for all this stuff, because you never know. I know it's getting harder out there. There's a lot more competition. There's a lot more resellers, but we just gotta beat them out. We gotta beat out those resellers and just do our due diligence. Alright, guys, that's all I had. Peace.